Today we had the announcement of the second set that is coming to Shadowverse Worlds Beyond, known as Infinity Evolved. Guys, today on the dev stream, they revealed the legendary cards that are coming out. I don't know if it's every legendary, I don't think it is, but they have shown us some absolute bangers, guys. These cards are insane. So what we're going to do in this video is we're going to take a look at the new cards, and yeah, I'm going to give you my live reaction and review to them, giving them a score out of 5. 5 is kind of like, yeah, they're OP, they're so busted there. They're going to be S tier cards. 4 means they're really good cards, 3 means they're okay, 2 is a bad card, and 1 is unplayable. Spoiler alert, don't think we've got any unplayable cards today. All right, let's dive on in. What has Infinity Evolved got in store for us? Remember, July the 17th, guys, you can get your hands on the new cards. All right, let's go. Okay, so first of all, starting out with the neutral legendary that's coming out in the set, and that is Odin. I have to say that this is actually one of my favorite artworks so far in the game. This is dark, it's gritty, it's majestic, it's pretty awesome, right? Odin Twilight's Fate. So it's a 7 player point card. It's got 4 attack and 2 defense, but it comes with Storm. No need to evolve, no need to super evolve, just comes with Storm, and that's 4 damage to face. Of course, if we do super evolve, that becomes a 7/5. But here's the thing, guys. Fanfare, select an enemy card on the field and banish it. Now notice it says enemy card. It doesn't say enemy follower. And that means that we have our very first card in Shadowverse Worlds Beyond that can deal with amulets. This thing could come on and it can deal with an unholy, what's it called, the 6-drop from Haven. It can banish units, which means they don't just get destroyed, so the last stand abilities don't count, right? So imagine doing this on Lapis, for example. I don't think they get the crest. It's really, really powerful. This is going to be in a lot of decks in this particular set. I don't know if it will in the long run as we get more and more cards, but I could see in this next expansion this being a very popular card. It's going to fit nicely into Storm Dragon. I think it's going to be a very good anti-Haven card, to just name two things. So overall, I think this is a really solid neutral card. And again, because it is neutral, if you're free to play or if you're looking to make like efficient crafts, this could be a really good one because it can fit into many different classes. All right, next up, and just for the record, I think for me, I would give this card a 4 out of 5. I think it's really good. Next up, we've got Lilanthim, and this is a Runecraft card, and it's a supporting the Earthright archetype. So let's have a look. So it costs 8. It's a 5/5. Comes with Aura. I like Aura because it's not just spells that can target it. Can't target it. It's also just like abilities as well. So I think Aura is very good. I think this will actually be only the second card that has that inbuilt. We've got the 2-drop from Havencraft is the other one. Last words. Earthright 2. Summon a Lilanthim Anthema of Edacity. Okay. And it says super evolve, select 2 enemy followers on the field and destroy them. I mean, obviously the super evolve is always going to be very useful, right? Because that basically means you can clear 3 units on 8. Does Runecraft need this? Is this something that they struggle with? What it's not doing, it's not really a kind of, this is not really a game finisher, right? It's a control tool. And I feel like Earthright, I'm not sure whether this is really what Earthright needed, to be honest. I feel like this card's going to be like a, also, what happens if you don't super evolve it? Like, is it worth it? I feel like overall I want to give this card a 3. Okay, moving on. Ginsetsu and Yuzuki, the twin calamities. Really stretching my Yorkshire accent here, aren't they? Now, this is a 9-drop for the Abysscraft. It's a 5/9. It says fanfare, select a mode. I always love modal cards, right? Because it gives you that flexibility and your ability to adapt to the board situation. First mode is summon 4 copies of the One-Tailed Fox. And you can see down here in the box, we've got the One-Tailed Fox, which is a 2/3 for 2. Now, you summon 4 copies of this. Guys, there's no... there's no evolve ability here. It's just a fanfare. You just get to play this. Now, it is a 9 cost, but basically this floods your board. It floods your board. And this thing has ward. These things have ward. They have ward and rush. So if your opponent has something on the board, it's going to get cleared. If they don't, then, I mean, they have to deal with, like, this whole board. The other thing is that because of the it says last words give a random ally Ginsetsu +1, right? So if all 4 of these trade in with their rush ability and die, Ginsetsu suddenly has 10, right? Because he's super evolved. No, wait a minute. That's not right. He has 9 for the one-tailed foxes. If he super evolves, he can go up to 12. Oh my god. Yeah, this card is serious. What's the other mode? The other mode is destroy 4 random enemy followers. Restore 4 defense to your leader. Wow. This is an endgame card, guys. Wow. Don't even have to super evolve to just destroy 4 enemy followers. Oh my god. I mean, it says random, but how many... You can only have 5 followers. Compare this to the previous card we just looked at from Runecraft, right? It cost 8. This thing cost... it cost 8, and you had to super evolve to get to kill 3. This thing cost 9. You'd have to super evolve, and you just kill 4. Wow. I think this card is a 5. This card is, like, really powerful. The only thing I wonder is, like, is this what Abysscraft needed, right? You've already got... Cerberus is already, I think, probably pretty bordering on broken. Like, one of the top cards. Granted, that's an 8-drop, so this plays nicely straight after that. Oh, my God. You can play Medusa on 7, into Cerberus on 8, and into Ginsetsu on 9. Oh, my Lord. That is pressure. I don't know if it's what the class needed is my only reservation, but in a you know, looking at this in a box, 9 as a 9-cost card, it's phenomenal. It's definitely a 5 out of 5. Next up, we've got do you say Filene? Filene? I'm not sure. The White Frost Bloom. This is a 2-cost. It's a 2/2. It's what you're looking for on turn 2. Nice stats. It comes with a fanfare. It says if you're in overflow, and add a White Frost Whisper to your hand. It also comes with Bane as standard. No need to evolve, just has that. So what does the White Frost Whisper do? It's a 3-cost spell. Select a mode. Mode 1, destroy all damaged enemy followers. Mode 2, increase the cost of all cards in your opponent's hand by 1 until the end of their turn. Ooh. So this is a Dragoncraft card. So this plays... That second mode really plays into the idea of ramp, right? So far, we've seen cards that help us ramp and get to our later game cards. This is like anti-ramp. It's making our opponent's cards cost more. I like it. I like it a lot. And destroy all damaged enemy followers is very good if you evolve with Filene, because Filene, if you evolve with her, she deals 1 damage to all enemy followers. So the whole board gets damaged, and then you basically destroy them with the White Frost. So it's like a 5-costed clear the board whilst developing the board. That's super good. Card's super good. Increase the cost of all cards in your opponent's hand by 1. Ooh, ouch. Oh, just until the end of their turn, though, right? I don't know if that's worth it for 3, if I'm honest. If you really know the matchup, like, it could become crutch, couldn't it? But I don't know whether it's worth 3 to do that for 1 turn. But the destroy, if you look at it as the AoE board, it's very good. And I think that might be something that will work nicely in a sort of like a ramp control dragon, right? Because they've got some good AoE stuff later in the game, but not early in the game. So being able to do this on 5 is pretty powerful. Or even 4 with the coin, right? Overall, I feel like this is like a 4.5. This feels like a really good card. Next up, it is the turn of Swordcraft. Gildaria. Now, Gildaria is a 6-costed unit. It's a 4/4. And it says Fanfare Rally 20. super evolve this follower. So if we meet the Rally 20 requirement, then it just super evolves for free. So the question is, what is Rally? So it says Rally counts the number of allied followers that have entered the field during the match. Some abilities only activate if your rally count is equal to or greater than the specified number. Okay, cool. Every time we play a follower, we'll add a count to our rally count. We'll build up a tally. So we'd have to get to 20. So that is quite a lot. That is quite a lot. And don't get me wrong, Swordcraft play a lot of bodies. You know, you think about Luminous Mage, right? Luminous Mage is putting 4 bodies out straight away, right? So there's a lot of cards like that in the Swordcraft. A lot of cards that just bring out a buddy. So it's to be worked out really as to what turn realistically you're going to be able to trigger Rally 20. Can you do it by turn 6? I'm not sure you can, to be honest. But if you do Super Evolve, if you do get to Super Evolve for free, it's pretty cool. And it says whenever another allied follower enters the field, deal 1 damage to all enemy followers. Oh my lord. Oh my lord. When this follower evolves, summon 2 copies of Steelclad Knight and give them rush. Okay, so the Steelclad Knight we can see there is the 2/2. So these 2 guys are coming down and rushing, right? And it says whenever another allied follower enters the field, deal 1 damage to all enemy followers. So you get these 2, that's immediately basically AoE 2 to the entire board. Then they actually get to attack, so that's you know, another kind of like 4 damage. Wow. That's pretty crazy. If this thing's allowed to stick, it's insane. I'm trying to think like what you can do in one combo, like in 1 turn. But if you can get this to Super Evolve for free, the value is absolutely bonkers. Absolutely bonkers. I'm not sure how easy it is to realize the full value of the card. That's the only thing that holds it back. I'm going to give it a 4. It feels like it should be a 5, but I just don't know how easy it is to get that value. But yeah, another really powerful card, guys. We're seeing some bangers in this expansion. All right, speaking of bangers, Wilbert. Wilbert is a Havencraft card, and I have just released a video on my Ward Wall deck build, and that deck is very strong already, and I think Wilbert is going to make it absolutely bonkers. Check this out, guys. It's a 6 player point unit. It says it's got 4 attack, 6 defense. Obviously, it comes with Ward, pretty standard. Last words. It is going to be killed because it's got Ward. Last words, summon 2 copies of the Holy Cavalier. What's a Holy Cavalier? You can see down there in the box. It is a 1 cost, 1/2 with Ward. So that's 3 wards you've got to get through. All of a sudden, the Spyglass feels really good, right, against this guy. Because if you kill this ward, that's another 2 coming down. And here's the thing. If you evolve Wilbert, you gain a crest. Now, there's no timer on the crest, so you have this crest for the rest of the game. And the crest says, whenever an allied follower with Ward enters the field, give it +1/+2. The Holy Cavalier is a follower that will be entering the field when this dies that has Ward. That means that these things are not 1/2s, they are 2/4s. So if we evolve with Wilbert, that means that in this card alone, our opponent has to get through 14 worth of Ward across 3 different cards. Wow. This card to me just seems absolutely bonkers. I cannot believe that the crest lasts for the rest of the game. The only thing to say on that is that obviously this thing does cost 6. So even if you had it in hand, the earliest you're going to play it is on turn 5, right, with an extra player point. That's the earliest you could play it. But saying that, Haven do drag games deep, right? They drag games into the late game. That's part of the point of the control build. Yeah, I think this is super good, man. I'm going to give this like... I think this is like a 5, if I'm honest. But the only thing about it is... cards like Odin that we've talked about that are coming out in this expansion counter this quite well. So if we see this being very meta, then we might see Odin being played in almost every deck. So overall, guys, I am pretty impressed with the new cards. Let me know what you think down in the comments. These are the legendary cards. And what does seem to be a pattern in this game is the legendaries are very, very powerful indeed. I'm super hyped for these cards. I'm really looking forward to getting in there and playing with them. We also got a lot of other information on the developer stream, guys. I definitely recommend going and checking that out, and we'll do some more videos to follow. But I really just wanted to focus on the cards because it's exciting, and this is what we're going to be playing with. So July the 17th, not long now, guys. And yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. Thanks for all the support. I'll see you guys in the next one.